Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. I'm the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we left off after having talked to Eliza's granddad, who is called Rean Schwarzer. He fixed up our orbital truck that got damaged in an accident, and we had a little bit of a party at the end of the day, and we ended our field study day while talking a little bit about the past. Talking a little bit about Rean's problems and Eliza's problems, and we got a little bit of plot afterwards. The guard tower got attacked, and also the Calvardian base got attacked as well. Both at the same time by an unknown party to us, so let's find out what exactly is going on here. Monday, field study day 3. Same day, 6:30. What? The sun ain't coming up till 6:30? The heck is going on here? Isn't it summer? Where are we? What? That was a great meal. I don't think I could eat another bite. After how much we ate yesterday, I'm surprised we were still able to pack away this much food. Well, you are all growing boys and girls, so eat up. Riding takes a lot of energy, so I'd say eating like this is normal after a day on the plains. Would anyone like more? I should probably refrain. If there's any chicken left, we can wrap it in a bamboo and take it with us. Who knows, we might need something to gnaw on while we're out there today. Okay. Let me help too. I'll pour the leftover tea into some containers for you. Ah, thanks. You really are too kind. You're our guests. What kind of hosts would we be if we didn't treat you as such? Anyway, there's a grand list on of the tasks you'll be tending to today. You know, I thought our field studies were from Saturday to Sunday. This is a little bit of a surprise. Field study envelope. Day 2, assigned tasks. North Highlands, North Monster. Is optional. A large unknown monster has been seen around the northern part of the Highlands. It must be exterminated at all costs. Details unknown. Southwest area of the northern islands near a cliff edge. Lacan. I figured it couldn't hurt to give you fewer than yesterday. Feel free to take advantage of that extra time to do whatever strikes your fancy. Maybe go off of the beaten path a little bit. Understood. Thank you again for everything. You want to spend some more time with your grandfather today, Eliza? It sounds like you weren't able to spend much time with him yesterday. Gwyn stayed at the elders' home yesterday, right? I imagine he ought to be up and about soon. We'd have no objections to completing this morning's tasks without you if you wish to spend more time with him. But... Lacan, are you there? Elder, yes, I'm here. Oh, good morning. Grandfather? Norton. Morning, everyone. Sorry to intrude. Judging by the looks on your faces, it seems all is not well. I'm afraid you're right. We received word from Zemuria just a short while ago. They say the Imperial Army's watchtower has been attacked. What? Sounds like all happened in the middle of the night. And that's not the last of it either. The Republican Army's base has been attacked too. This isn't going to be pretty. 8 a.m. It's a heck of a meeting. Third Armored Division military airships. Cavalier and Glear. Or Glear. Yep. Now there's the conflict Aviation Regiment Aldebaran from the Republican Army. They all think one attacked the other. Airborne Armored Division being sent out first as always, I see. I suppose it's only a matter of time before they give the order to the armored regiments too. Lieutenant General, we've confirmed the details of 2 of the guards. A further 3 have sustained serious injuries, but we've been able to stabilize their condition. I see. Have the medics see to them the second they arrive. Yes, sir. Contact Sendergate. Prepare the 3rd Armored Division for deployment. I want all armored vehicles ready to move before I return. 9:30. What are we doing? What are we doing? 3 hours of nothing? Hey, you sure don't need us to help? I appreciate your willingness, but we'll be fine. We're used to the procedures for moving the settlement in case of an emergency. The same goes for you guys. I assume you'll be heading to Zenergate to learn more about the current situation from Lieutenant General Vander. Not as a civilian of Nord, but as a student of Thors Military Academy. Ah, well. Will you be staying here, Grandfather? I will. I can use the truck after all. And since I was here anyway, I might as well do what I can to get the settlement ready to move. Alright, please take care of yourself. I'm sorry, Elder Lacan. I feel terrible that I can't help you can't help you when you need it most. You have to go, you have your own job to do. There's no need to worry about us. May the blessings of the wind and the goddess be with you all. Take care. We will. We must make for Zendergate at once. Indeed, we need to find out as much as we can about what happened. The photographer Norton accompanied the party. The northern reaches of the Nord Highlands are temporarily inaccessible. Bummer, I've got a mission there, dude. I will be sticking with the people here for now. They've left me in charge of driving the truck. It works for me, too, I guess. Walking back to the cabin on my own would be a bit rough on me. This ain't the time for jokes, Grandfather. You know things are about to get really dangerous here. I know. Still, we can't get this place ready to move as so long as Jada's still in there. Looks like I'll have to convince her to come out myself. Leave things here to us and hurry over to Zendergate. Gaius, all I will say to you is that you should follow your heart. Whatever you do, be sure to have no regrets. Thanks, Dad. I'll do what I can. Excuse me, Lacan. We'd like to ask you about the monster you want us to exterminate. Sure, ask away. Well, it's not a required task. It can't hurt to know more about it, just in case. In that case, we would like to know about the monster itself. Based on the request, it's a type of monster no one's ever seen before. Yes, I can confirm that as of this morning. In fact, just its figure alone is a mystery. What I saw there was no ordinary monster, but a giant made of stone. A giant made of stone? That sounds remarkably similar to the golems of the old fairy tales. We have legends such as such a creature as well. Now that you mention it, that monster was strikingly similar to what's described in those stories. That's just bizarre. I've got a bad feeling about this. Me too. We should probably get rid of it quickly before anything happens. That's exactly why I decided to assign you this task. If you're going after it, head over to the southwestern area of the Highlands' northern region. However, keep in mind that there's no need to force yourself, so should it prove to be more dangerous than anticipated. Got it. Thanks for the information, Dad. By the way, we should go and get a look at it ourselves at least. We can decide what to do after that. Be careful out there. May the blessings of the winds and the goddess be with you. Leave things here to us. We're used to switching locations should any trouble arise, so don't worry about us. It's not entirely unheard of for things to become tense between Erebonian and Calvard. It happens once every few years, in fact. We're used to switching locations should any trouble arise. Moving north does seem like the safest bet. Don't get too worked up about all of this, Gaius. You know that we're used to doing this. Yeah. Gaius? Don't get too worked up about all of this, Gaius. We're used to doing this. I wasn't expecting us to have to relocate so soon, but I guess we don't have much choice. Seems like there were some fatalities over at the watchtower. I'm sure it'll only get worse if war actually breaks out, too. We have a duty to keep our family safe from that. I can't believe there were fatalities at the watchtower. How awful. We've got a duty to make sure the same doesn't happen to our families. Ilfa will take Armor's Yurt, and Dranga will take LG Evans's. Be careful, you guys. Make sure you're back before it gets too dangerous. Ilfa will take Armor's Yurt, or Yurt. I don't know what a yurt is. It's a house, but I don't. Still, that word is weird. The wind is telling me all of the negative emotions currently spiraling around this land. Anger, sadness, distrust. No wind, please grant peace to their agonized souls. The wind is telling me all the emotions. We don't really have the time to head out to the northern region right now. You're right. I've met some Erebonians before, and I want to believe that they are not the kind of people who needlessly start a war. But, well, there is no sense in getting caught up in that line of thought. Right now we need to focus on leaving before things reach the point of no return. I'm going to start packing everything away soon, too. The store will be kept open for now, though, so feel free to ask if you need anything. What I would like right now from your shop is the ingredients for a superb porridge pudding, but guys just ain't able to do that. Guys just ain't able to do that. They say we're moving cause some scary people are coming. I don't want to move though. There's still loads of places for here I haven't been to yet. They said we're gonna have to move. I don't wanna. You want to check out things for yourself, don't you? There's no need to worry about us then. I'm trying to keep Ilfa calm right now. She's always bursting with energy and hates having to deal with carrying things, you see. Please calm down, Ilfa. We're going to need your help with moving. Hey, whoa! Hey, whoa! I'm helping Mommy and Daddy out. Hey, whoa! I don't know how to say that. That's only the thing I ever hear dwarves saying. Heave ho. Not a little kid. I'm packing everything away while the men discuss our next move. Don't worry, we're used to this considering we do it several times a year. I'm packing everything away. Alright, General. You do know communication is a key part of, being at peace, right? I hope so. I hope you know. I'm sorry to put you guys up to this. You already helped me out more than enough yesterday. No problem, don't sweat it. This must be the kind of breathtaking, breaking news every press photographer dreams of being on the scene for. Still, it bothers me. How could it be possible that both the Imperial and Republican bases were attacked at the same time? Do you think one attacked first and the other swiftly retaliated? No time to think about that right now. We need to hurry. We need to get to Zender Gate as fast as we can. Right! Whoa, don't ride too roughly. Will you actually let me ride, though? Yes, you will.
Yeah!
I wonder what they were digging around for 3 hours for. I do wonder about that. Anything changed? Did anyone change? Oh, we're of course checking out the watchtower first. There's a ton of people right in front of Zender Gate. Monster locations, maybe? I'm checking out the stone circle. Checking out the stone circle. We don't have the time to dilly-dally around right now. Yeah, let's hurry to Zender Gate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Watchtower. Wow, it lets me go to the watchtower, but it doesn't let me go to the... That's cool. We don't have time to let dilly-dally around, right? Never mind. Fuck you too, Eliza. But not... I didn't say that, but... It's okay. It's okay. We're okay. We're good. We're good. We are okay.
That's one of the Imperial Army's airships.
This situation is looking worse by the minute. We need to hurry. Yeah!
Probably a good idea. Probably a good idea. Although, I don't think 5 military academy students are gonna be enough to defuse a situation like this. Seeing as there were, quote-unquote, fatalities.
Those are armored cars from the Imperial Army.
Damn, this isn't looking good. Yeah!
10 a.m. Looks like the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division. And it appears they're preparing for deployment. Thanks, everyone. Let me go and see if I can get permission to start taking photographs. I wonder where Lieutenant General Vander could be. We need to find him so we can tell, so he can tell us what's going on here. I suspected you might show up. Lieutenant General, did you have some business to attend to elsewhere, sir? I thought I'd conduct another sweep of the area as a precaution. But never mind that now. You came at the perfect time. The freight train bound for Rohr departs 30 minutes from now. I want you all to board that train. Finish up your field studies quickly as you can and return to the academy. What? But sir... While things ultimately depend on the actions of the Republican Army, the bottom line is that we may be mere hours away from armed conflict with the Kelvarad Republic. I've already informed everyone in the settlement. Did they not relay this message to you? Be that as it may. We can't just turn tail and pretend none of this is happening. Lieutenant General, have you established which side attacked first? Guys, that's the central question here. It's still under investigation. You have my assurance that the Imperial Army did not attack. We did not make the first move, nor have we retaliated. However, our army's watchtower was destroyed, and several guards lost their lives. As the officer in charge of Zender Gate, I have a duty to act. So there really were fatalities? Let's presume for the sake of argument that the damage sustained by the Republican Army's base was in fact deliberate sabotage by their own forces. How bad was the damage? Several of the facilities suffered major structural damage. The losses appear to be, at minimum, equal to ours. Honestly, I'd estimate them to be far greater. But if they suffered even more damage than we did, that doesn't make any sense. I'm afraid we've long since passed the point where leisurely discussing our possibilities was an option. I will do all I can to avoid full-scale war, but we are prepared for the possibility of armed conflict. And I suspect they are as well. But that just seems wrong. That's your opinion, Lieutenant General. Will you at least allow me to take a chance to investigate what happened on my own? Gaius! Investigate! On your own! As I'm sure you're aware, I know the Highlands like the back of my hand. And when someone attempts to threaten a piece of my homeland, I won't rest until I've unearthed the truth behind what's happening. You're serious? We'll do everything we can to help. I think this falls within the scope of our field study, too. No, wait. This is the people of Nord's problem. There's no reason for you all to stay here and risk getting caught in the crossfire. Classmate and friend is staying behind? Isn't that reason enough? I'm the son of the House of Alberea. Well, I would never disgrace the honor of my family name by fleeing in the face of danger. Besides, it seems like your people have done a lot for my grandfather. Gaius, do you remember what you said back to us at Heimdaller Station? The most important thing is that we all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. It appears you've lost this one, Gaius. Lieutenant General, It's currently 10:05. I will permit you until 12:30 to conduct your investigation. I will do everything in my power to postpone any potential conflict until it's at least then. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Then we haven't a moment to waste. We should begin by visiting the watchtower that was attacked. It sounds like a good place to start. What about the golem, though? What about that golem?
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it more than you know.
It's no big deal, honestly. I agree with Elisa. We're classmates after all, and more than that, we're friends.
I wish back then I would have been friends with my classmates to this extent. It didn't work out so well, though. Classmates kind of suck when you're the nah.
Well, this is clearly of great importance to you.
I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason you're doing this, is it?
You got me. It ties back into why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy, too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your own homes, but I love this land with all my heart. The wind racing across the highlands, the vast mountain peaks, the clear blue of the sky, the breathtaking beauty of the rising sun, the melancholy of the sunset, the twinkling of the stars in the twilight. I love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am.
Wow. I guess it hadn't sunk in how much Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Ruhr, but I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind? If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away?
I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. Back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains. And the Imperial Army responded in kind with their watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives have been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concepts of time and distance have changed so much. In effect, the Orbital Revolution shrunk the world. It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now. That there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever. That one day, it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion.
I can't believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
So then, you joined the Academy in order to learn more about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland?
Yeah, something along those lines. When I realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything, to protect this land. As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thors Military Academy. One thing led to another, he offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it, I took him up on his offer. So there I was, green as grass, heading off to study abroad despite having no clue what life in the Empire was like. Thinking back on how it all came together, what you said is probably what I was thinking back then.
Honestly, I've yet to hear a student offer a more galvanizing reason than yours for enrolling at the Academy.
I have to agree. I don't know too many people who love their home so much that they'd leave it behind to find a way to protect it.
It's not a sentiment I can imagine many Erebonians feeling, that's for sure. But I think I finally understand. Elisa? Just an idle thought. But having heard Gaius pour his heart out to us, there's no way we can just walk away from this. Not after the people of Nord gave us such a warm welcome and treated us like family. Indeed, I couldn't have asked for more.
Agreed. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on here and stop war from breaking out.
Nord may not be our home, but it's still an important neighbor. I'll do what I can to aid you.
Thanks, all of you. Really, thank you.
You can see shell damage everywhere. It's even worse than I feared. They've confirmed casualties too. I didn't think I would ever have to see anything like this. As students at the Military Academy, things like this are always within the realm of possibility. Although I hardly expected my first sight of such devastation to be the spark that ignites war with Calvert. This may be too much for students like us to handle. No. We've all been in situations that looked impossible before, haven't we? And every time we've come through, we just have to stay calm and think. I'm sure we can do something here, too. You're right. True, we should focus on doing what we can. Whatever we decide to do, we need to get a better grasp on the situation. Yeah, let's find who's in charge and get their permission to start an investigation. I see. If Lieutenant General Vander has given you his permission, I see no reason to refuse. Thank you. However, I want to make it clear that armed conflict with Calvert could begin at any moment. We've got our hands full staying on guard for any potential threat from the east. I'll permit you to speak with the soldiers here, but don't get in the way of them doing their duties. Understood. Okay, let's get started. We should start by speaking with the soldiers and assessing the damage. That seems wise. When we've gathered all the information we need, we can start piecing it together. Right, let's go! Alrighty, can I leave? I probably cannot leave. We should keep looking. There might still be something we're missing. Maybe a little bit. Okay, No, now I can put all that experience I gained through playing Sherlock Holmes, the Prides and Prejudice. No, I have no idea what it was called actually. I played a Sherlock Holmes games, guys. I'm pretty good at detective work now. I'm from the 1st Engineer Squad of the 3rd Armored Division. We brought a lot of tools and materials to help clear away the rubble, but you're welcome to use them if you want. I can sell you some equipment or our materials, or tune your orbits too. The damage here is pretty severe. I can only assume it was caused by some kind of mortar. The perpetrators better not think they'll get off lightly attacking an Imperial Army facility like this. Damage here was pretty severe. Mortars. What you got? What you got, dude? Weak stuff. Weak stuff. You even have ingredients with you. That's odd. Mobius. Increases potency of healing items. Eh. Breath. It has dark matter on it. HP and EP. I've been using a lot of healing items. Wing. Eh. Eh. Who knows? I'm not so sure on buying Master Quartzes yet. Especially if people give me information. Don't ever give me information about Master Quartzes. I have to fill around with that myself. Otherwise, I won't do anything in that regard. I was told Mobius is one of the most powerful Master Quartzes in this game, and now I don't want to touch it anymore. Alright, that's fine. We already modified all our equipment. Samurai. We need to focus all our vigilance toward the east. You have my permission to conduct your investigation and speak with my men, but stay out of their way as much as you can. We need to re-establish our surveillance of the Republican army as soon as possible. From now on, we of the 3rd Armored Division will be stationed here to take our surveillance duties. First and foremost, though, we need to get through a thorough understanding of what's going on here. We need to re-establish our surveillance of the Republican army as soon as possible. I wish I could talk better. How's the situation with the Republican army? Looks like they're really hustling over there. We've confirmed a number of armored vehicles entering and exiting the area. We've heard their base got hit pretty badly too. And even from over here it looks that way. Lieutenant General said that the Republican base got hit at least as hard as our watchtower, if not harder. But we believe they were responsible for that as well. They need an excuse to attack us, and that sure as hell looks like one. Do you really think it's true? That much damage seems awfully excessive. They probably just got overzealous with the explosives. Doesn't make much difference either way. If they're brazen enough to attack us, we'll blow them back across the border. Soldiers here all seem to have their doubts, but without any hard evidence, we're not going to be able to convince them of anything. We should reconsider the possibility that this was a deliberate act of sabotage by Calvard's forces. Nah. Seems to be a lot going on over there with the Republican army. I can only assume they're prepping for an offensive. Let them try. They hit us, we'll hit them back harder. I keep telling Zatz and Manning to get some rest, but they just won't listen. Can't say I blame them though. They're the ones who survived the attack without suffering major injuries after all. I keep telling Zatz and Manning to get some rest. Manning. I lost some good friends last night. I'm still having trouble getting over it. Rowan might have been the hardest working soldier here. Can't believe he's just gone. Please do what you can with your investigation. Why did they have to die? Rowan, why'd you go and die on me? Zatz. He seems pretty down. Can't say I don't understand how he feels though. It was right when the shifts changed. Roan came out to relieve me and I was chattering away with him like always. That's when the first shell hit us. Must have been around 3 in the morning. So it started around 3 then. Right in the middle of the night. I was on a lookout. I should have noticed something was off, but that explosion completely took me by surprise. I was sure nothing would ever happen out here, that when something actually did, I was totally useless. If I just paid a bit more attention. If I'd been a better soldier, Roan might still be with us now. It's not your fault. None of us could have predicted that something like this would happen. You can hardly blame yourself for a lack of vigilance after being stationed in a peaceful area like this for so long. They attacked in the dead of night, knowing your guard would be down. I wonder if it really was the Republican armies doing that after all. We need more information before we can say for sure. No, I don't think it was them. There was something else that happened before we came under attack. We heard an explosion coming from the Republican Army's base. When we looked, we saw smoke pouring from it. What? We knew that both bases were attacked, but did both attacks really happen around the same time? If that's so, it's unlikely that either army was responsible. Who is responsible then? We should keep this in mind as we piece things together. I was lucky enough to escape with barely a scratch. But it wasn't really luck. It's because Roan protected me with his life. Why, Roan? I'll never be half the man you were. Why didn't you just save yourself? I don't know what to say. We should just focus on our investigation. That's all we can do for them right now. Why, Roan? I'll never be half the man you were. Huh? Is this? What's up, Eliza? Is there something unusual about that scrap of metal? I knew it! This is a mortar shell manufactured by the Rainford Company. Are you sure? Yeah, I've seen them before, on the assembly line. There are only a couple models capable of firing this kind of shell. That would suggest that the mortar used to fire it was also made by the Rainford Company. But if we assume that's true, it seems much less likely that the Republic was responsible. True, why would the Republican army use a weapon made in the Empire? It doesn't make much sense to me. Even if we account for deception, it seems unlikely that Calvert would go this far to conceal their involvement. Though, considering the stakes, we can't entirely rule out the possibility. Still, this might prove to be an important clue to solving this mystery. Alright. Before we continue our investigation, though, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I'll see you next time as well. Until then, toodles!